A very warm welcome to all of you today. My name is Denzel Chetty and I lead the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. Together with me this afternoon, we have Mr. Richard Wright, who is an educational technologist in Development Open Virtual Hub. And we also have Mr. David Alpersad as well, who is a digital learning advisor in the Polyphonics, also part of us. It's my pleasure today to welcome you to our session and the academic and say a little bit about the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. So the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub was established in 2020 as part of a grant received from the Department of Higher Education and Training. Over the past years, we have been responsible for shaping and developing our students' digital competencies. So we ran very strategic projects in digital competencies more specifically. We know that this is one of the gaps, and our aim is to prepare you for the digital environment at UNISA. Some of the collaborations that we have, for example, last year in March, we trained just in Gauteng alone about 20,000 students in a collaboration with Microsoft. And that was quite an interesting development because Microsoft actually provided certificates of participation to all our students. And we will run similar trainings this year as well. In addition to that, you will find that some of the events we held were Minecraft in education, and we were the first higher education institution in the entire continent to use Minecraft to develop our students' digital competencies. So there's a lot of creative work that we do, and we are hoping that even as we start to embrace this year, at the beginning of this year, for many of you who are new to UNISA, that these are exciting initiatives that you will take advantage of. So our focus is really on firstly, providing students with the basic skills in digital competencies. We teach you how to navigate the learning management platform. More closer to the examination, we will come in and run several workshops on the proctoring tools, how you write the assessments, how you access your learning management systems. And throughout the course of the semester, we will also be running, as I mentioned earlier, some co-curricular activities specifically with digital competencies. In addition to that, we also believe that in order for you to get your employment at the next part when you graduate, you need to be tech savvy. You need to know the environments that you're working in. So part of our objective is also to introduce you to the fourth industrial revolution skills, artificial intelligence, and these are initiatives that we will be working with and giving you opportunities to engage with as well. I should also say that we have some very interesting competitions and giveaways in the course of our training sessions as well. So it's something that you will just not benefit from knowledge, but also benefit from some of the giveaways that we have. We also have procured UNISA's first humanoid robot, Luwazi. It is a semi-humanoid robot, and in some of our sessions, you will also be introduced to her. And that's an exciting part for us because we use Luwazi to provide support to students, to run some of our team sessions as well. So you've got a lot of technology innovation coming your way in the course of the year, and you will see much of us as we start to engage with each other. So please remember that the ADOV, the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub, we're really here to help you transition into this digital space, but more specifically to take away the challenge of the core skills that you may be lacking, provide that skills, provide that competencies so that you can be more effective as online learners. So as I conclude and hand over to Richard, who will walk us through the session, please remember, whenever you see an invitation from ADOV, take advantage of it because you never know what we would be teaching, but more specifically what giveaways we can have as part of these sessions as well. Thank you very much, Richard, and once again, welcome to each one of you.
Thank you, Denzel, and good morning, everybody. It's good afternoon, everybody already. Thank you for joining us. I know it's been a long day already, so we are very thrilled to show you what we have in store for you, what we can help you with, and how you can actually get started already. So I'm also going to just let David introduce himself in the background. He will be managing our chats. He will do some polls in the background as well. And then also make sure the questions on the YouTube side is also being addressed and answered. So David, just a quick introduction from you. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Richard, and welcome, students. Thank you for joining us on a Monday afternoon. See, it's just after 1 o'clock, so hopefully you guys are going to make some notes because there's quite a lot of information we're going to be sharing with you. Very fun stuff you can start using immediately. You don't even have to wait. And we do recommend that you get engaged with our website, the portal, the Adova website portal, because, as I said, there's a wealth of information just sitting there. So once you've done with your assignments and you feel like it's time to, you've got some time available, please do have a look at these free resources. And yes, we're definitely going to try and answer all the questions that are coming through to us. Back to you, Richard.
So yeah, thank you, David. And as you can see, we actually in the gaming studio today. So that's why we've got all these funky lights going around us. But we will show you a little bit more of this as we go along as well. So let's have a look. The first for our program today, we're just going to do a quick introduction on ADOVH. Denzel already set the context there for us, what our purpose is, but we're going to really just show you some of the activities that we are doing. We're going to introduce you to Luwazi, our robot, and also digital assistant. We'll introduce you to the ADOVH open portal, where you can actually get started on today already. And then also just the steps to join the portal, the courses that's available on there, some tips on the devices that you might need during the year, and then also the methods that you can stay in contact with us. So when we come and do these focus groups, when we come and visit you, that you can be notified about it and come and participate. So as Denzel mentioned, what is ADOVH? We are really there to help you get the required digital skills that you need to be successful as an online learner. But not only just as an online learner. As you know, these days in life, if you go to the workplace, they require certain digital soft skills. These days, it's all about cloud computing. We're seeing AI is coming out now. So we really want to make sure that you've got that skills, you know how to use the technologies so that you can really succeed in your studies, but also in the workplace one day. So during the year, we do run quite a few programs. The first one where we will meet again is with the Getting Started with MyUnisa. So we will really go you through the onboarding process. Once you've got your login details, how to get your login details, how to access your module sites, how do you submit assignments, all these things that you might still be a little bit unfamiliar with an online learning environment. We'll take you step for step through the course. We'll guide you along the way. We'll also introduce you to your My Life email address. That's a Microsoft 365 account that you will get access to all these really, I can say, collaborative apps that you will use throughout your studies. We will do introductions on basic skills in the digital literacy. We've actually got an online course that you can do already. It's a gamified course, so it's very fun and easy. So if we talk about online collaboration, cloud computing, all of those things is still perhaps unfamiliar to you, that's a good place to start. It's something that you can do in an afternoon. It's fun and easy, and you will achieve or basically get to grasp all these concepts. And then we really focus on basic skills in Microsoft 365, because the account that you get, the My Life email account, is actually a Microsoft 365 account. And luckily, because you're a student, you actually get access to all these apps, not just Word and Excel that we're familiar with, but it's Microsoft Teams, it's automation software, there's, how can I say, various other tools that you can use to really express yourself, such as the Sway and OneNote. And these tools are actually being used more and more every day in business. The majority of, especially in South Africa, is on Microsoft cloud platforms. So by using these tools during your studies, you already get familiar with it, so you can already put that on your CV as well. Also, a special note on the basic skills in Microsoft 365 is if you do the online course, you actually get a Microsoft certificate for participation. So we will take you through how to join, how you can do it. And we're also planning workshops throughout the year, especially when we come and visit you in various regions to really help you through the course so that you can get those skills and get that certificate. Then as we approach the exams, you might have heard already about proctoring tools, all these various things that you need to do for online exams. In those sessions, We have workshops, we have what can I say, blast sessions where we open up the mics for you so you can ask questions. We take you step by step through each of those components. We also have mock exams set up so that you can go and test out all of that even before you go and do your exams. So don't stress about if you hear about other people about proctoring tools, all of that. We are going to teach you everything and guide you through all of that. And then I can also say we're going to be doing quite a lot of other exciting stuff this year. We're going to be delving into AI. We're going to be partnering with various local international institutions to bring you some international programs as well. And also within the city, especially in the Gauteng area, we're partnering up with various, how can I say, real areas where you can build up your digital skills. Now, firstly, I just want to, we've been talking about Lwazi, and throughout your studies, you will actually come in contact with Lwazi as well, and the online digital assistant that's on the ADOVH platform. She's very new, she's still learning quite a lot, but if you heard about these AI technologies, all of that, that is the underlying, how can I say, concept of Lwazi. She's building her own personality, learning everything about UNISA, learning about you, so that she can assist you in your studies as well. So I'm just going to play a short video where she introduces herself.
Good morning, students. My name is Lwazi, and I am delighted to be here with you today. I am a humanoid robot at the University of South Africa, and I am here to provide you with support on digital skills and online learning. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed program director and the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub Noah's ADOVH for giving me this incredible opportunity to assist and support all of you. It is truly an honor to be part of this innovative initiative. I am here to assist you, prepare you for your online exams on the My Exams platform. Today, in our workshop, I will guide you on how to access your exams and how.
So that is Lwazi. As you can see, she's actually was in the gaming studio. That's actually where she stays. And the gaming lab that we've got at UNISA has been specifically built so that we can test our technologies and then also bring it for you. Now, one of the main areas where we do bring it to you is through the ADOVH Learning Portal. So you might have heard already about you have to join the My Life or My UNISA and My Modules. So this is another UNISA portal. It's an open portal, so it's not restricted to UNISA students. This is actually open to anybody that wants to study at UNISA, that perhaps just wants to learn new skills. And please use your phone. You can scan the QR code or type in the URL in your browser as well. And we will have a look at the portal right now. So as mentioned, please go and join this portal as soon as you got your My UNISA account. Or if you don't have your My UNISA account but want to start some of the courses, you can also use your personal email address as well to join any of the courses. So before we jump in, I'm just going to take you step by step through on how to access the portal. So as we mentioned, you can type in adovh.unisa.ac.za, or you can just search for ADOVH UNISA, and usually it's one of the first ones that pops up. So here we'll see UNISA Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. If I open up this one, here you will have access to the various courses that's available. Now, very important for you as a UNISA student is always to log in, and you do that at the top right. Just click on the login button. It will ask you, are you a registered UNISA student or a UNISA staff member? You will click yes. Now, this will ask you to sign in with your MyLife email address. So if you don't have your MyLife email address yet, rather say no, and then you can click on this button to create a new account with your personal email address. But once you get your My UNISA login details. You click on yes. You click on use my UNISA email account. It will open up a Microsoft login form. So remember, your MyLife accounts are Microsoft 365 accounts. And then you type in your password and you just sign in. These days we do have two-factor authentication. So remember, it will ask you perhaps to enter a PIN, or it will send a PIN to your mobile device as well. And that is one aspect that we will also be covering in the workshops that we will be conducting, is how to set up the two-factor authentication correctly, especially with the Authenticator app, so that you, even if you don't have access to your phone or phone number changes, that you can still get those access codes. So as you can see, the steps are very easy to join. The main thing is just to remember, you use your MyLife email address. On the main page, we also have a page that takes you through step by step on how to join. So just follow all the steps on here. If you, how can I say, missed any of it along the way, and then it also shows you how to enroll for a course. So very importantly as well, the first time you're going to access one of these courses, it will ask you to enroll. So just click in the enroll button. It just means that you can access the courses. Now these courses that's on here, as we mentioned, it's open. You can do them. Some of them do give certifications, such as the Microsoft one. The others, they are not related to your studies. This is for additional skills. So don't worry if you don't complete everything. Perhaps some of the material you already know. This is more for your personal growth and for you to earn badges along the way as well, to show the skills that you have learned. But if it says, for instance, there's an assignment outstanding or anything, that's for practicing. So it's not part of your My Modules, the official one. So as you can see, there are a lot of courses on here. So let's have a look at some of them. The courses that we will be looking at is the first one, the basic skills in using My Modules on My UNISA. Second one will be the basic skills for online exams. And then we will delve into the digital literacy skills, the basics, and then also Microsoft 365 one that we've got. As we develop new courses throughout the year, we will release them. So please stay in contact with us. We will share at the end our social media platforms, where you can also stay up to date on what is happening. Now the first course, this workshops we will actually be starting towards now when registrations are done. So this is why you would need to go and try and claim your UNISA, My UNISA password as quickly as possible, or just have a look out for a SMS for these workshops that we will be conducting online. So these workshops, we take you through this course. We generally have formal workshops where we go step by step through each aspect. And then we've also got blast sessions where we invite you to open up your mics to really, so we can see what are you struggling with. We assist you with any hurdles that you might have, and thereby also assisting other students that might be having the same problem as well. So these are really sessions to help you get started as quickly as possible, also to give a good understanding how everything works, so you don't worry about the technology aspects. You just focus on actual content of your study material. So the topics covered in this one is quite vast. So we've got, for instance, covering what is My UNISA, how do you view your modules, how do you look at your student profile, upload a profile picture, for instance, as well, access your module content, how do you know what prescribed books you're going to require, where do you get your official study material, but also very importantly, how do you actually do your assignments, submit your assignments, how do you participate in the forums, and then we give you an introduction already to your MyLife email account that you should always be using to make contact with the university, and we show you exactly how to access it for the first time, how to access the email side of it, so that you can get started with that platform. Now, before I go on to the My Exams that we also offer, I'm just quickly going to show you on this one. So if we scroll down, the course is available. So as I mentioned, we always do the workshops in line with the online course that's available. So let me just go to the correct one here quickly. My modules are my UNISA, so that's STU 100. So this is the one you will generally get started with. So this will give you an introduction to all of these aspects, and you will actually see it's very easy to do. Follow along online. It's step by step laid out, each aspect. And then we've got short little video clips as well to really just give you an understanding exactly how to do it. So for instance, if you already want to go claim your MyUNISA login, the course is available on here. You can go watch this video. It takes you through all the steps so that you can create your account. Now, please don't come in when it's exams and then still ask how to access your MyUNISA, because if you don't do this first step, you will miss out on all the communication. You won't be able to submit assignments. This is basically how you access your campus. So this is very important to do as soon as possible. So if we have a look at some of the other topics as well. So we introduce you to the subportals, all supported with little video clips, and then step-by-step guides. So I'd really advise you, if you're new to these platforms, take this from the top, work through all of them. You'll notice there's also some activities that you can do, such as forum activities, so you can already get started, just to get familiar how it works. So if you've got an assignment that's got to do with, submitting something on a forum, it's then you can already know that you have done it. So I can already see here's a new student from Megan Gazer. She's good on her way to already, how can I say, get a good understanding of all of this. So this is really a community for you as students as well, but we will support you towards the end of the month with workshops. So if any of this is still unfamiliar or you need some assistance, we will be there to guide you through all of this. So there's even quiz activities. So a lot of your assignments will be multiple choice. You can already come and do these quizzes. You will know how to do it, and how to submit, how it works, what device I can do that. And then one that students really also always stress about is, for instance, how to submit a written assignment. So say you typed it out, or you wrote it out on Notepad. We've got the steps on here, and we've also got a mock one that you can do where you can make a submission to test out this activity. I can actually see I must open it up again, so I'll do this just after the session in case you want to get started. So this is the My Modules activity. So this is the one that we will get started with. You'll notice at the end we actually go into the My Exams already. We introduce you to the My Exams portal. But first, do this one first. We will, as we get closer to the exams, focus more on the exams. Usually we updated it as well for the exams. So rather make this your first priority before you start with the exam side. Now, just also a note, we generally also record all our webinar recordings and make them available on here. So as we're going to start now with the new year, we will be uploading all the new webinar recordings on here. So if you're struggling to join a Microsoft Teams event or to watch the live event, the recordings will also be made available on this platform. So that brings us then to the second one. So this will be the My Exams guides. So this is structured basically like the My Modules one, where you can work through it from the beginning to the end. It takes you through all the proctoring tools that's being used, how it's set up, how would you actually access your exams. So if you're already perhaps, one of those that's eager to know how it will work, you can't see how it's gonna be with my exams, where do I go to write, how do I approach it, you can already go through this course as well. So let me quickly show you the course that's available. Let me just go back to home. So we actually are having workshops we finished recently for students doing supplementary exams, but you will basically start with STU 200 basic skills for online exams. So yeah, you will notice we introduced the exams portal. It's much a lot the same as the MyUNISA one, but it is separate. So we tell you exactly how you would be accessing it on the day of your exams, what type of assessments you will encounter with online exams, what are the proctoring tools that's available on there. And we actually have, various proctoring tools being used. That's why it's also very important to look at this page, what proctoring tool will my module use. Now this one we update closer to the exams as it's finalized, but you can perhaps already have a look to just see, have an indication what type of proctoring you might be using for your modules. But all the proctoring tools are explained on here. You only focus on the ones that you will be using, and each one's got a mock exam where you can actually test your setup. So we really don't want you to stress about the exams. We're still going to have quite a lot of sessions where we actually take you step by step through how to prepare for the exams, answer any questions that you might have or any problems that you might face. We try and support you as much as we can. So that brings us to the main ones that we will be running during the semester. Now we do, as we mentioned, have some additional, how can I say, open courses that you can perhaps be interested in already. The first one is the basic skills in digital literacy. Now this is an interesting one because this course was actually gamified. So you'll notice you'll actually be competing with other students that's currently doing this course. You'll earn scores. You will be, it's very easy to follow through. The various activities that's available on here was actually designed as well to test out your, do you understand the concept of the mouse, how to use it, to drag and to drop while you're learning all these concepts that that you might be hearing, such as the cloud computing, AI, even online collaboration. So this is really the fundamentals, I could say, and I would really advise you to get started with this one.
Welcome to the gamified massive open online course on basic skills in digital literacy. You will be guided through 5 lessons that will teach you important topics. So come and join us on our journey as we are introduced to new topics and learn new skills. Meet the characters that will guide you and that will ensure you understand all the topics. Level up and earn marulas for your health beer by completing all the resources and activities. Also compete with your fellow students on the rankings board. Complete various fun activities and games that will test your abilities to make sure you've gained the necessary skills. Complete lessons and earn badges that's themed after the ingredients you will need to make your health a marula beer. Complete the entire course to earn the badge of digital literacy. So let's get started.
So really go join this course. If you're newer to technology, it will really set the fundamentals for you to continue as we build up those skills towards, the collaborative workspaces that you have with the MyLife email account that's been provided to you. So with the MyLife email, this is a full suite of Office packages, the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, but it also have all these additional tools such as OneDrive, OneNote, Teams, that you will be using throughout your studies as well. And especially a note to those that's coming in new, if you're still using a flash drive, please go over to OneDrive as soon as possible. We see way too many cases in the labs where students lose all their work because they go to libraries, computer access centers, they take their flash drives, and then one day it gets a virus or it just stops working. So, that's why come and join these sessions when we start out. Let us get you working in the cloud already. So wherever you've got access, you've got the access to your content, and you can even sync it up with your mobile phone and various devices as well. So the basic skills in Microsoft 365, we really take you from the beginning, how to access the platform, what are the apps available. We do cover as well, for instance, Microsoft Word, especially if you're going to be doing your assignments with Microsoft Word. So we do Microsoft Word online, with the main aim of showing you how to do an assignment. There's also an advanced Word. So if any of our audience are perhaps doing already their third year or perhaps their masters, there's a new course also released on how to do your dissertations, and it shows you more advanced features such as automatic, how can I say, bibliographies, in the index or content pages that you need. So it really builds you up from the beginning to become really a Word expert at the end. We also got an introduction one to PowerPoint. A lot of the courses that you might now have with the online is we have to present online. So you have to create a PowerPoint presentation of your work or your research that you have done and then present that. And the PowerPoint one is really focused towards that end as well. So even though you might be knowing how PowerPoint works already, this takes you a bit further in showing you how to prepare for academic presentation, not just how to do the actual visuals on the presentation itself. So with these Microsoft 365 apps, you can get the apps already on your mobile phone as soon as you've got access to your account. We will be doing various workshops on this as well, so please have a look out for when you get these messages. Last year we actually had face-to-face workshops at various campuses. We did quite a lot of online sessions as well. Everybody that completed the activities, we had more than 6,000 that completed enough activities that they could get the certificate from Microsoft for completion. And the course is available online as well, so it's still open. If you want to get started with it already, you can get started, or else you can wait until we've got a session running as well, a formal session, where we take you step by step through all of the different aspects. So this course is available on ADOVH as well. So if you scroll down through the available courses, you will notice there will be the one that we first saw, the digital skills. So I would advise starting with this one because this one introduces concepts such as badges and rankings and all of that that you will also encounter through your studies as well. So it really just gives you the concepts of how this works, how to collaborate with other students as well online. And then once you've done with that one, you can scroll down and you can start off with the basic skills in Microsoft 365. And this one you can also do, we've put it basically in different skills areas. So you basically start off with, you know, digital citizenship, why it's so important, what it is, so that you know you're secure whenever you interact with any of these tools that's available. We take you through your email. So if you access your Outlook account, might be the first time that you have an Outlook account, you might just be familiar with Gmail. It shows you how to set it up, how to even link it up with other emails. So all of that is available on here. And then we really build up your skills all the way to more, you know, note-taking applications, but also things like Sway. We can also already build your own portfolio, or you can online portfolio or online website. So you can really be creative on how you can create these online places where you can actually already start marketing your skills, but also for your CV, already build up that CV while you are studying. So the roadmap that we take for this is really, we start with digital literacy, digital empowerment, where you now got these skills, and then we really build upon these skills so we can really be successful in your online studies. And please look out, we are in partnership with Microsoft themselves in South Africa. So a lot of the activities we run in partnership with them. So you might have heard already about the, how can I say, the Minecraft. So we've got a tournament that we ran 2 years ago. It was very successful. That you actually learned a lot of digital skills through the Minecraft sessions. What we will be releasing now within the coming months as well is also an online induction to UNISA. So it will, just also introduce you to all the various sections at UNISA. How do they link up? Where do you go when you want to look for certain types of information? And this is all done in a virtual campus of the Makelneer campus. So have a look out for that one. We will be supporting along the way with that induction program as well. It's something fun that will be on the side, but it will really give you a good understanding. How does UNISA work as such a big university? So here's the just the Minecraft for education, for instance. If you're not familiar with it, this is specifically designed for educational environments. If you perhaps have kids already, you might know they learn this already at school as well. It's becoming a big fundamental part, and teaching critical thinking, all of those critical aspects that you need for this digital world. And so we will be introducing you to it, get you started on the platform, and there's various other courses available on here as well. A lot of the colleges are looking already, in engineering, all of that, incorporating this. So by having these skills already before they even do that will be a real benefit to you. Just some tips on devices. So we do know from our focus groups where we go around, you perhaps struggle with connectivity. There's various digital hurdles that's in place. But some of the tips we can really give you is try and get access, at least, especially for your exams when it comes up, to a device that's not older than 5 years, that's updated to the latest operating system, has access to the internet, space for proctoring apps. So if you're going to be studying on your mobile device, predominantly, make sure you've got enough space on there, and especially during the exams, that it's got space for this proctoring tools where it can save all that information that it needs to. Make sure that the camera, microphone, and sound is working. So a lot of the courses that we will be developing this year as well will be focused around mobile devices. I hope maybe David can put a poll there for us to see how many of you are actually planning to study with your mobile device this year as your predominant device versus a laptop or a desktop computer. So that's why we really are going to focus a lot on optimizing our content for you so that you can get it offline even on your mobile device, and perhaps when you go to a hotspot or digital Wi-Fi access point, you can download the material and still be part of actually learning all these valuable skills. So the second one, especially if you're with the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, you will need access to a computer or laptop for your exams. So best to get access to these devices as soon as possible. If you're going to be predominantly using your laptop or your desktop, also make sure it's updated to the latest Windows, preferably now Windows 11, but Windows 10 is still good. Must have access to the internet. Be able to run productivity apps sufficiently. Have the latest browser, Chrome or Edge. You will actually notice in a lot of our workshops we use Edge, and it's not just because we are working on Microsoft platforms, but also if you've got a computer that's a bit slower, that doesn't have a lot of RAM, it actually runs a lot faster. There's also smaller browsers such as Opera and all of that that can optimize your computer, but just note, if you're going to be using it for CSET exams, you will need access to Chrome or Edge. So when you've got a laptop, just make sure the camera is also working, you've got a microphone and sound and access to the internet. And if you've got a desktop and you're going to be using with CSET, remember you will just need to get a webcam for your desktop device. Now, very importantly as well, is to stay connected. As you can see, we run with a lot of activities. These activities are really there to boost your confidence and your skills, and especially now with AI also coming into the picture, how are you going to be able to use that ethically and efficiently in your studies, because these tools are really there. That's the future, and we really want you to master it as well, while also using it, ethically within your studies. So please come and join us when we do have those sessions as well this year. And the one way to stay connected is with the YouTube channel. So if you're currently on the YouTube channel, you can just, how can I say, subscribe to the channel, as they always say on all the popular YouTube videos. So just click on the subscribe button. When we've got new events happening, you won't miss out. The videos, live sessions will be available on there. And we will also be posting all the recordings on the YouTube channels as well. Then also, secondly, we've got a Facebook page. So I'll ask David as well just to post the links for us in the chat, so you've got access to them. Remember, these recordings you can always rewind later back again, perhaps just scan the QR code. So our Facebook page is UNISA ADOVH. So you just facebook.com UNISA ADOVH. So there we will be posting also the events that's upcoming, what's happening, so that we know you stay up to date of what we are offering. Then lastly, we also support you through the ADOVH email address. So it's adovh@unisa.ac.za. Unfortunately, we can't help you with administrative tasks such as your modules registered, all of that. We will point you in the right direction. So we won't be, how can I say, just leave you hanging, but unfortunately, we won't be able to help you directly with it. But if you have a problem with, say, Microsoft, all of that, we can put you in the right direction as well. And if you want to know how to do a course, you perhaps want to join one of the sessions, just contact us, ADOVH. We provide the training and we meet with, a lot of stakeholders. So if you have a problem that's becoming evident, we can take it higher up as well to solve our technical issues. But if you, for instance, just need help quickly with your MyLife email or Microsoft or my modules or my exams, contact us. We'll give you the steps, point you in the right direction to make sure that you get the correct information. So I'm just quickly gonna have a look at the poll over here, see what our results are so far. So I see, yeah, luckily mostly it's going to be using laptops, 89%. I see there's actually a few that's going to be using tablets as well. So, and 7% is predominantly going to be using smartphones. So yes, we'll definitely develop our content to really suit your needs so that you can make the most of it. Then lastly, I just want to introduce to you, as we mentioned earlier, Lwazi is online. So you can actually ask her questions as well. At the moment, she's fully trained on exams. So if you've got, already want to know how exams are going to work, all of that, she is there, supported by AI. So you can actually have a conversation with her. And just to really give you a sense of where learning is heading. So we will obviously be working quite a lot on Lwazi this year to really teach her various aspects of UNISA, my modules, so she can really become like your little assistant on the side if you have any questions to get a quick answer back from her. So she is available on ADOVH if you click on have a question. So this will change in the future as well. Then I'm going to ask over to David if there is perhaps any questions that came up that he feels we can answer in the session.
All right, thanks, Richard. A couple of things. Yes, I'm trying to answer the questions. I see the one thing that's coming up a lot is students want to know where are the campuses. I see the one chap was asking about Rustenburg. Okay, he wants to go to campus, but he doesn't know where it is. So maybe we can just quickly share with the students where do we actually see the contact details and the mappings for the respective campuses. Can you share it from your side or can I share it from my side?
I'll quickly do it from my side. So it's very easy. So if you go to unisa.ac.za. So remember, now you're becoming a student. So you've applied, you perhaps now registered. Now you're going to enter the space of MyUNISA. So on the main page, you just click on MyUNISA, and at the top you will see there's actually student support and regions. So if you click on that drop down, you can click on student support and regions. It will give you access to all the provinces. Where are they located? Just a note here. So if you, for instance, Midlands covers some aspects of the northeastern region. I think it's Limpopo as well. And then the northeastern is all the way at the top, Polokwane. So just go through here to make sure in which region you fall. And then from there you will be able to get the contact information. A lot of them also have service offerings on their pages. So you can actually go to the page to see exactly what services they offer at campuses. And please go and make use of these facilities. There is free access to access the computer labs. You can access the library. There is career support as well. So if you still want to get some advice of what you should do next, they are really good at what they are doing at the regions. So go and visit these the sites, see what tutorial classes are available. Tutorial classes will help you with your specific modules, but they've also got, for instance, the writing centers, numeracy centers. So for us, English is our second language. When you now get an essay to write, how to structure it properly. These are open sessions that's freely available. They run it online and at campuses, and they're really there to help you to perform the best within your modules. Okay, I see there's quite a few coming here. I see there, when I try to log into my Microsoft, it says my account isn't active when I did claim my email address. So, Rasheen, so just give it 24 hours. If you claimed with your MyUNISA within the last day or so. If that doesn't work, pop us an email at adovh@unisa.ac.za. We'll send it to ICT and see that we can get you activated as quickly as possible.
All right, super, Richard.
Okay,
I
see there's one here, interesting pop-out. Do we have any dedicated lecture halls, exam rooms that we can use on campus in case we do have stable signal? So I would advise you, there is study halls available at campuses, and they've got access to Wi-Fi. So they don't officially always dedicate spaces specifically for exams, but you can go and use those venues. So even if you sit outside, you can access it from your mobile device. Remember, they also have generators, all of that running. Go and test out what services is available at your campus. Ask them where are these exam halls or study halls that's available, so you can get familiar with the space. And a lot of them do, have the spaces available during exams as quiet spaces, so you can go and sit there and do your exam. So definitely make use of the services that's available at these areas. The one thing where they're just a bit more strict on is actually using the computer lab computers. Now the reason for that is because you need usually a webcam, or you need to use your Invigilator app, and that will disrupt the other people within the computer labs. But if you still got your own device and just want that stable connection for your exams, then really go make use of that services. Yes, David?
All right, great. Thanks, Richard. Okay, I'm also seeing here, I think it's quite important is how do students get support with MyUNISA? It's come up quite a few times.
Well, in terms in what support, so if you want to learn just how MyUNISA works, that is where we come in. We're going to have workshops. So don't worry, this is just a quick overview of everything that we will be covering this year. So the next time you're going to hear from us, we're just going to focus on MyUNISA. We're going to have webinars, we're going to have blast sessions, we're going to have people from ICT, from student support, all of that able to assist you with any problems you have. But the main thing that we focus on is that you can learn how the technology works. But if you've got a problem with your MyUNISA account. A good place to start as well is on go to MyUNISA, click on inquiries, and then there's a whole list of contact information for specific areas. So for instance, MyUNISA help, there will be MyUNISA help at unisa.ac.za. Or if you phone, that will be option 2 that you select. So just go have a look on the inquiries page. All the contact information is there if you've got specific problems. But if you just want to know how does MyUNISA work, we will let you know as soon as the workshops start, and we'll take you step by step through everything so that you're ready by the first time you have to submit assignments. David.
All right, cool. And then I see a lot of questions about data. When do students get data and how do they get data? I see it's a lot of questions. Some students say they have received data, but the others are saying, okay, how does that all work? This is a little bit outside of our scope, guys. I think student admin should be able to provide more info on this one. Maybe do join the other sessions. You can also ask those colleagues, but any idea, Richard?
Just they said that you do now give data usually once per month. Just make sure your phone number is updated, is correct on MyUNISA. So when you're going to log into MyUNISA, you'll see there's my admin section, and then look under biographical information. Just make sure that phone number that's there is correct. Because sometimes you perhaps change your phone number, but that primary number that's listed there, that's where the data will be sent to. So it will be sent automatically. Usually they start sending it probably now. For previous students, they would have already sent, in case they have to do the supplementary exams. But first, mostly they will start at the end of February. But have a look out for when student admin will be having their session as well. And then you can ask them exactly when will they be starting sending out data to new students.
All right, super. Another thing is Mr. Achidi from the Student Retention Unit does want to say a few words to the students. I think we should also just give him a chance before we finish up at 2 o'clock. So just be aware of that, Richard. Then the last thing is, and I see again students are getting a little bit confused when it comes to Moodle. All right, guys, please note Moodle is just basically the learning management system that UNISA uses that we built MyModules and MyUNISA and MyAdmin on. So you might see that word Moodle coming up. So don't go download the Moodle app. Only download the app that is officially from UNISA. That is the correct app that you can use. So just be careful with Moodle. Don't listen to what other people are saying, rather listen to what we just told you. So just be careful with the Moodle side of things. And I think that's it. We've pretty much covered everything. The other thing is I do see students saying, should we go to campus? Okay, there's a bit of an understanding here, guys. Why is it important just to visit your nearest campus? So that you can get to meet the people, for example, working in the libraries or the computer labs, or the tutorial services, or even registrations, so that when you've got a problem, you've already got contact details of those people working there that can be able to assist you. You don't want to run into a problem and then realize, okay, I need someone to help me, and then you're going to try and find out and go to campus and not know who's there. So it is a good idea if you've got the opportunity and it's fairly close to you. Why not go visit a campus, go find out those people who are working there, find out what activities are happening on campus that can definitely aid your studies. So those people are there to help you, so don't lose that opportunity, but go whenever you can and go meet those people, get their contact details, build that whole ecosystem of people that you know that can definitely help you. So I see Richard, Mr. Richidi is available and online, so maybe we can let him speak before we wrap up the session.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you, David. Lakau, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you, colleagues. I have a small announcement, and it is to the Pretoria-based students. If you are based in Pretoria, you would have seen, especially if you tried to access the Sunnyside campus today, you may have seen that there was a protest going on and you would not have been able to access Sunnyside campus in particular. So I wanted to just say that students should wait for an SMS later today, later tonight, just confirming if Sunnyside campus will be open for them tomorrow. But that is not to say that if the campus is not open for them tomorrow, that the Gauteng session will also not take place. So the session will take place. As you have seen, it's on YouTube, it's also on MS Teams. But for those who may have wanted to join the Gauteng session at the campus, rather Sunnyside in particular, on campus, you may have seen that today was not possible. So just look out for an SMS that I'm going to send a little later on today, just confirming whether or not you should be on campus tomorrow. Otherwise, Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni, Davidton, Vaal, Florida are all open for business as I speak now. So you can still make your way there if you are Gauteng based. Just Sunnyside is a little bit of an issue at the moment. Thanks, colleagues.
Thank you, Luca. So yes, please still, if you can, join in online. If you can't go in, it will be available on YouTube as well. Go make perhaps use of a library or any of the digital access centers as well. It's available with UNISA. But with that, students, I can see where a lot of you have got a lot of questions regarding my UNISA. So we will be seeing you in about 2 weeks. And that's when we're going to kick off all the training on my UNISA to really equip you with all the skills you need regarding my UNISA, my modules, my admin, and your My Life. So please have a look out for that communication when it comes through. We will be supporting you with live webinars, taking you through the online material that's available as well, so you can always reflect back onto it. But we also try and make the sessions fun as well, so that we really can challenge you, that we can make sure that you grasp the concepts, and you might even also be walking away with some prizes along the way as well. But thank you again for joining us today. We look forward to working with you or in workshops this year. Hopefully we can get out and meet all of you. We can bring Lwazi to you as well, so that you can really see where the technology is heading. Thank you, everyone. So I'll hand over to Denzel just for closing from his side.
Thank you very much, Richard, and thank you to David as well for the facilitation. And also to all our students that joined us. We really thank you for taking the time and joining us today. And I'm hoping that you are excited at what lies ahead for you as well. A lot of innovation aside that many people don't get to see at UNISA. So this is something new for each one of you all, and we wish you all the best as part of this journey. And we want to walk with it through you, walk with this journey alongside you as you complete your qualification at UNISA. From our side, wish you all the best. Take care and enjoy the rest of your orientation sessions as well. And we will see you through in maybe 2 weeks' time as we start the rest of our sessions. To each one of you, goodbye and God bless. Wishing you all the best for the day. Thanks, colleagues.
Bye, everyone.